Hello, everybody. Welcome to Little Rusty Bucket. Subscribe to the channel and drop a like. Trying to hit 50K subscribers over here, so that subscription would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for the 30K milestone that we hit recently and then immediately went right over. That was much appreciated. But I have wanted to do some quiz content, some very King of the Fourth Quarter-esque stuff where I just test my basketball knowledge live. And I figured, what better to start with than something that I'm confident I'm pretty good at? You might as well start off easy, I suppose, but I believe I know which team won the championship throughout like 90% of history. Basically, everything up until the 60s, it's kind of hard to be sure. I know there's a lot of Minneapolis Lakers in there, but otherwise, it is, I'm confident that I got this. Ever since I researched the 1970s when I did my video about dynasties, because the 70s were a uniquely non-dynasty era, once I knew that, I was like, okay, well, the rest of them are easy from there. I knew the 80s, I knew the 60s, because there's only one year where it's not the Celtics, and then everything else I already knew. So I don't know, let's see, maybe I'm talking too much shit before I get into this, but I'm gonna go ahead and start the quiz. Oh, we got 7 minutes. Wow, that's actually less than I would have guessed. Enter team name here. Oklahoma City Thunder. Did I spell Oklahoma wrong? Oklahoma? Yes, it is. That is the correct answer. Do I need to say OKC? No, that's not OKC. Okay, sure, whatever. 2024 Celtics. I'm not good with this tiny ass keyboard, so that's not helping my case. Nuggets. 2022 Warriors, Bucks, 2020 Lakers, 2019 Raptors, Warriors. 2016 was the Cavaliers. 2015 was the Warriors. 2014 was the Spurs, Heat. 2011 is the Mavericks, 2010 Lakers, and then Lakers 2009, 2008 was the Celtics, 2007 was the Spurs, 6 is the Heat, 5 is the Spurs, 4 is the Pistons, and then we have Spurs, and then Lakers. 1999 champions. Once again, we got the Spurs, Bulls. 1995 Rockets, Bulls. 1990 champions, Pistons, and then the Showtime Lakers won back-to-back for the first time in 17 years in the late 80s. 1986 would have been Celtics. 1985 would be Lakers, yes. And 84 is Celtics. And 83 is Sixers. This is the Moses Malone and Julius Erving team, along with Mo Cheeks as well. And there's someone else, Tony, I'm blanking on his name right now, but his nickname was the Boston Strangler, which I believe there was literally a serial killer called the Boston Strangler. So that's a really fucked up name from the Sixers fans, but hey, they've been like that the whole time. 1982 would have been the Lakers, 1981 would be the Celtics, and 1980, rookie Magic Johnson leads the Lakers to the title in Game 6. Now we get to the 70s, and 79 is my favorite team of the era, which is the Seattle Supersonics. 1978, this is the Washington Bullets. 77 is the Trailblazers. 76 is the Celtics. They won 2 in this era. 75 is the Warriors. Shout out to Rick Barry. Then the Celtics again in 74. The Knicks in 1973. Lakers in 72. Bucks and then Knicks. Knicks in 1970, another repeat champion of the 70s. And then we got Celtics. Sixers. Shout out to the 70 or the 67 Wilt Chamberlain Sixers. And let me just do Celtics. Let's just see how fast I can type Celtics now. Not very fast. I'm actually a pretty quick typer, but not under these circumstances. And then I think it's one more Celtics. And then here we get the St. Louis Hawks. I knew that one. And I think, yes, I think at this point we're done with Celtics. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're done with the Celtics at this point. I believe 57 was Bill Russell's rookie year. So at this point, we have the Minneapolis Lakers. No, I'm going to go ahead and skip just for the sake of filling this out. Still no. Fort Wayne Pistons. Oh boy. Okay. Minneapolis Lakers. Okay. Minneapolis. I think they three-peated. Yes. We got a Fort Wayne Pistons now? No, I could have swore the Fort Wayne Pistons won at least one. Shit. All right. We are truly at our tail end here where I do not know. Is there a Oilers team? I feel like I'm just making shit up now at this point. Championship. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Lakers, Fort Wayne Pistons. I know the Knicks didn't win one. Sixers, I don't think won one. Trying to think of just what the original NBA franchises were. I could have swore the Lakers won 4. Okay, we got another one. And they did not 5-piece, so that's not it. Yeah, I think we're just going to miss on the final 3. But hey, I will take naming all but 3 of the 76 championships throughout NBA history. So let's see what our final score is. 76 out of 96 is 96, or out of 73 out of 76 is 96%. The average is a 75, or average score is a 53. Okay, I guess that equals. Okay, so yeah, I did a pretty damn good job. I feel good about this. So we have the Warriors again in 58, the Nationals, and the Royals. The Royals were... Where were the Royals at? I know the Royals eventually became the Kings, but I think they were something else before they were the Kings. Let me go ahead and look this up real quick just because I want to find the answer. But I've made this point a million times before that I don't fuck with cracker ball, as I like to call it. I don't really care what happened in the 1950s because the league was heavily segregated. But nevertheless, I still want to know who won the I still want to know where the Royals were, because I know they weren't in Sacramento. Yeah, the Rochester Royals. I should have remembered them. They were another one of the originals. But yeah, they beat the Knicks in 1951, and the Nationals, what were the Nationals? 1955, Syracuse. Yeah, the Syracuse Nationals. And hey, look, they had 2 black players on the team. That's really cool. Good for them. But yeah, that's it, I guess. I don't know. I've never done a quiz before. How do you end these fucking things?